Goofy, Minecraft, Gremlins, Scary Mickey Mouse, Jesus! All this and more in the April 2025 cartoon preview. Before we get into April's lineup, here's something I missed late last month. Available now on Max is Tiny Toons Looniversity Season 2B, which marks the series' last batch of episodes. The episodes continue the adventures of Babs, Buster Bunny and the rest of the gang as they follow their comedic ambitions all the way to Acme Looniversity, the esteemed institute of higher hijinks learning, where young dreamers become professional toons. Here they form long-lasting friendships with one another and perfect their cartoony craft, while studying under the greatest cartoon characters in history, the Looney Tunes. Kicking off April on the 4th, it's Warner Brothers' animated live-action hybrid, a Minecraft movie, which opens in theaters. In the first ever adaptation of the best-selling video game of all time, four misfits find themselves struggling with ordinary problems when they are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into the overworld, a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world while embarking on a magical quest with an unexpected expert crafter. Together, their adventure will challenge all five to be bold and to reconnect with the qualities that make each of them uniquely creative, the very skills they need to thrive back in the real world. The movie stars Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Emma Myers, Danielle Brooks, and Jennifer Coolidge. Also on the 2nd, it's the next cartoon horror parody, Screamboat, one of the many upcoming Mickey Mouse horror parodies. Be our guest on a New York City ferry ride that turns into a hilarious nightmare when a mischievous mouse named Steamboat Willie becomes a monstrous reality. As passengers set sail, their trip turns deadly when the tiny terror unleashes murder and mayhem. Packed with big kills, big laughs, and a miniature menace, Screamboat is a cinematic thrill ride that reimagines Steamboat Willie like never before. The film stars David Howard Thornton, best known as Terrifier's Art the Clown, as Willie. On the 3rd, Netflix will drop the 3rd season of Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Set 6 years after the events at Camp Cretaceous, members of the WondLa 6 are struggling to find their footing off the islands, navigating a world now filled with dinosaurs and people who want to hurt them. In the new batch of episodes, the WondLa 5 crash land into adventure as they encounter old and new friends, face off against even more lethal dinosaur threats, and deal with the fallout of Brooklyn's stunning rejection of them. Also on the 3rd, Netflix will drop the 1st season of Devil May Cry. Based on Capcom's popular action-adventure game, sinister forces are at play at the portal between the human and demon realms. In the middle of it all is Dante, an orphaned demon hunter for hire, unaware that the fate of both worlds hangs around his neck. The anime series comes to us from Adi Shankar, one of the producers behind Netflix's Castlevania anime adaptation. On the 4th, Max will debut Hop Season 1C. This series from Arthur creator Mark Brown follows an eclectic group of besties whose comedic adventures teach preschoolers to embrace their own and others' uniqueness. Led by Hop, an enthusiastic, empathetic frog with one leg shorter than the other, he and his quirky friends address kid-relatable challenges with a healthy dose of laughter, silliness, and adventure, helping kids relate to and better understand others. On the 5th, Cartoon Network will premiere Iyanu, Child of Wonder Season 1, before landing on Max on the 6th. Adapted from Roy Okupe's graphic novels, drawing on Nigerian culture, music and mythology, the animated series follows Iyanu, a brave young orphan living in the magical kingdom of Yorubaland. While studying history and ancient arts, she yearns for a normal life until a looming threat awakens divine powers not seen since the legendary Age of Wonders. Accompanied by newfound friends and a magical leopard, Iyanu sets out to uncover the source of this evil, unlocking her destiny along the way. Also on the 6th, Cartoon Network's Cartoon Swim will debut new series Lazarus during the Toonami block. From anime legend Shinichiro Watanabe, Lazarus is a pulse-pounding thriller about a miracle drug, Hapna, that presumably frees anyone who takes it from all pain. However, it is later revealed that Hapna has a fatal consequence. All who have taken the drug will perish. With only 30 days to save humanity, a group of secret agents must find a vaccine before all is lost. On the 7th, Disney Plus will premiere Not Just a Goof, the long-awaited fan-created documentary charting the making of 1996 Disney classic A Goofy Movie. The film is set to reveal how a team of untested young filmmakers took on the challenge of building their first feature around an iconic Disney character, without realizing the obstacles, clashes, and victories awaiting them. Through interviews with the key figures involved, as well as rare, previously unreleased archival footage and stunning animation, the film gets inside the studio's inner workings and provides an unfiltered perspective on behind-the-scenes magic. On the 9th, Netflix will premiere Unicorn Academy Legendary Summer. Unicorn Academy focuses on a young teen named Sophia who has been selected to attend the Unicorn Academy, setting her on a course of adventure, mystery, and friendship that entwines her destiny with a powerful unicorn. In this special episode, wanting to make a unique discovery like her idol Professor Faraday, Layla brings a Gremlin flower onto Unicorn Island that causes Glacia to lose her powers and puts all the world's magic at stake. On the 10th, Max will drop Gremlins Season 2 Part 2 The Wild Batch, with 5 episodes concluding the season's run. Season 2 takes place 1 year after the events of Season 1, The New Batch. It follows Gizmo, Sam and Al as they travel from their home in Shanghai to San Francisco, bringing even more magic, mystery and Mogwai mayhem. Hot on the trail of a new brood of evil Mogwai, our heroes journey deep into the American West, coming up against new supernatural creatures and picking up a few mysterious characters along the way. The series stars a stacked cast, including Ming-Na Wen, James Hong, B.D. Wong, Isaac Wang, AJ Locascio, Gabrielle Nevaeh, and Simu Liu, while Timothy Oliphant, Robin Weigert, and Yvette Nicole Brown join for the remaining episodes. On the 11th, The Messiah returns just in time for Easter in Angel Studios' The King of Kings, which hits theaters in the US. Inspired by Charles Dickens' short story, The Life of Our Lord, through vivid imagination, walk alongside Jesus, witnessing his miracles, facing his trials, and understanding his ultimate sacrifice. The King of Kings invites us to rediscover the enduring power of hope, love, and redemption through the eyes of a child. Despite coming from the somewhat controversial independent studio, the film sports a surprisingly large voice cast, including Kenneth Branagh, Pierce Brosnan, Uma Thurman, Ben Kingsley, Forrest Whitaker, Mark Hamill, and Oscar Isaac as Jesus. On the 17th, Prime Video will debut Number 1 Happy Family USA Season 1 from creators Rami Youssef and Pam Brady. The series follows the maniacally upbeat Husseins, the most patriotic, most peaceful, and most definitely not suspicious Muslim family in post-9/11 America. With satire and absurdity, it redefines finding humor in hardships as they navigate the early 2000s under the watchful eye of their terrified neighbors. The series stars Rami Youssef, Aaliyah Shawkat, and Mandy Moore. On the 18th, Sneaks heads to theaters in the US, following its launch on Sky Cinema UK in late March. The family movie follows a pair of one-of-a-kind collector sneakers, Ty and Maxine, stolen by the Collector. In their attempt to escape, Ty ends up separated from his sister in the middle of New York City. Alone and desperate to find her, Ty meets with JB, a streetwise, scuffed-up sneaker with an affinity for anything shiny, learning that your best life begins when you get out of your box. The film stars Anthony Mackie, Chloe Bailey, Lawrence Fishburne, Martin Lawrence, Swa Lee, Ella Mai, and Macy Gray. On the 19th, Nickelodeon debuts Super Duper Bunny League Season 1, following the series' debut on the Nick YouTube channel in February. Based on the kids' comic books by Jamie Smart, in the series, a team of bunnies turned superheroes is ready to battle danger in all its forms as they defend Important City from their arch-nemesis and accidental creator, the inept Dr. Fuzzleglove, and a ridiculous rogues gallery of cartoony villains. The bunnies must combine their new superpowers to defend truth, justice, and especially free time to snack and chill. On the 25th, A24 will release The Legend of Ochi into theaters. In a remote village on the island of Carpathia, A shy farm girl named Yuri is raised to fear an elusive animal species known as Ochi, but when Yuri discovers a wounded baby Ochi has been left behind, she escapes on a quest to bring him home. The film mixes live action with creature puppetry and stars Helena Zengel, Finn Wolfhard, Emily Watson, and Willem Dafoe. On the 25th, the Apple TV Plus will premiere WondLa Season 2, the thrilling continuation of the beloved animation adventure trilogy from Skydance Animation. Based on Tony DiTerlizzi's best-selling book series, this futuristic coming-of-age story follows 16-year-old Eva 9 as her epic journey continues and she uncovers startling truths about her past and the world she calls home. Picking up from Season 1's shocking cliffhanger, Eva is drawn towards the promise of home, but new discoveries only lead to more unanswered questions. The series stars Janine Mason, Brad Garrett, Gary Anthony Williams, and Terry Hatcher. And closing out the month on the 30th, Netflix will drop the 5-episode miniseries Asterix and Obelix The Big Fight, the first ever animated Asterix series. Based on the classic Asterix comic, Rome is desperate to conquer the last independent village in Gaul, and the home of Asterix and Obelix. The secret to the Gauls' battle superiority is a magic potion, but when the potion master loses his memory, the villagers are left to their own devices against the might of Rome. The series will launch with original French language and an English dub. And that is all the major animated releases for April 2025, and I want to know what you're most excited to check out this month. As always, join the conversation